Major facts and powerful truths about life, the core reality of human life. You are born with nothing. You fight for everything. You leave with nothing. Wealth, titles, fame all remain behind. Cemeteries are full of unfinished dreams. Death respects no age, degree, or status. Time is more valuable than money, and once lost, never returns. The modern world crisis, social media addiction, is rewiring the brain through dopamine cycles. A+ powers of scrolling daily is destroying sleep, focus, and discipline. Online relationships replace real connection. Sexual immorality is normalized. Sin is now seen as standard. HIV and other diseases are treated casually. Children consume adult content early. Sedentary lifestyles are fueling hypertension, diabetes, heart disease, cancer. You are studying medicine. You already see this epidemic firsthand. Mental health reality, depression hides behind "I'm fine." Anxiety is increasing silently. Suicide affects all ages. Digital connection, emotional connection. Burnout is real. Loneliness is global. Society is shifting. Corruption and nepotism are normalized. Education produces degrees without competence. Multitasking is destroying mastery. Families are weakening. Respect for elders is fading. Truth is replaced by opinions. Discipline is replaced by comfort. Evil is normalized through repetition. The harsh truth, comfort weakens character. Success requires sacrifice. Motivation fades, discipline sustains. Excuses delay progress. Comparison destroys peace. Jealousy poisons the heart. Not everything that feels good is good. Short-term pleasure often leads to long-term suffering. What God requires of us, aligned with scripture principles such as Matthew 6:33, Romans 12:2, Micah 6:8. God requires, seek first His kingdom, pray consistently, read scripture, live righteously, control your body and desires, stay sexually pure, serve others, forgive enemies, love deeply, accept responsibility, trust Him over your own strength, work hard, stay faithful under pressure. Spiritual truths highlighted: God gives second chances. Challenges are not punishment, they are preparation. God never gives you what you cannot handle. Faith plus hard work, breakthrough. When you exclude God, life becomes harder. You cannot find contentment in money. Peace comes from trusting the controller of everything. Happiness comes from within, not possessions. The important facts of medical school. Now let's be brutally honest. Admission is celebrated, the struggle is private. People clap at admission. They disappear during exhaustion. Only you and God understand the cost. Preclinical reality, anatomy is overwhelming. Cadavers teach before sunrise. Formalin burns your eyes. Memorization is survival. Failing tests humbles your ego. Intelligence alone is not enough. Discipline, talent. Liberty life, social life decreases. Youth is sacrificed. Exams determine survival. Coffee replaces sleep. Fear sits beside ambition. You study not just to learn, but to survive. Clinical years, first patient. Fear. Hands shake. You fake confidence until it becomes real. You watch death. You watch recovery. You realize life is fragile. You learn emotional control. The hidden pain, burnout, depression, repeats, comparison, judgment from people who don't understand the cost, carrying pain alone, the joy they don't see, first successful, first suture, being called colleague, seeing treatment work, saving a life, restoring hope. Those moments, they rebuild your soul. What medicine truly teaches: humility, patience, emotional intelligence, discipline, responsibility, compassion through suffering, strength through pressure, faith through uncertainty. Medicine is not a course, it is a furnace. The truth about your journey, talent, mystery, and power. Let's highlight you. Your roots, raised in Capo, rooted in Bakiga strength, raised by elders, taught. Courage is born in discomfort. Truth stands. A person is because of people. You value tradition. You respect the past. You embrace I but honor heritage. That balance is rare. Your identity the extraordinary untold. Not loud but deep. Not chasing fame, chasing purpose. You fell, you failed, you were doubted. You endured. You kept walking. That is resilience. Your struggles, academic setbacks, internal questioning, watching peers move ahead, carrying silent pressure, balancing faith and science, fighting distraction, fighting self-doubt. But you didn't quit. Your strength, you joined science and faith. You see God in medicine. You believe suffering builds. You value time. You reject superficial living. You warn against moral decay. You choose discipline over comfort. You choose depth over distraction. Your life philosophy: life is simple, humans complicate it. Discipline over motivation. Faith over fear. Purpose over fame. Truth over trends. God over ego. Legacy over popularity. The final truths: the world is distracted. The job market is unstable. Wealth does not equal peace. Rich people also suffer. Everyone carries hidden battles. Purpose is discovered, not copied. You cannot serve two masters. Focus builds greatness. The ultimate conclusion: medicine did not promise comfort. It promised purpose. Life did not promise ease. It promised growth. God did not promise no storms. He promised presence. You were not called to be ordinary. You were called to endure, and endurance builds legends slowly. Elude to continue. The white coat road never lies. And mystery talent: you are not lost. You are being forged. From dust to dust, the first cry, soft heartbeat sound, then a newborn cry. You entered screaming into a world already moving. No money in your hand, no title in your name, just breath, just need, just dependency. They celebrated you before you knew yourself. You were carried before you could stand, lived before you earned it. Innocence: you laughed at nothing, cried over small things, found joy in dust and stones. No jealousy, no ego, no competition. You trusted easily, you forgave quickly, you believed everyone was good. But slowly the world began teaching you otherwise. The awakening: school bells rang. Comparison began. Grades defined worth. Failure introduced shame. You learned that effort matters. You learned that talent is not enough. You learned that not everyone claps when you win. Dreams started forming. Pressure started building. You were told, be successful. But no one explained the cost. This is life, no rehearsal, no pause button, no reversal. You rise, you fall, you learn, you crawl, you lose some battles, you win some wars. From dust you came, to dust you go. Everything else is temporary show. Youth and fire, energy high, confidence loud. You think time is endless. You chase love, you chase status, you chase validation. Mistakes are made. Some cost little, some cost years. You discover heartbreak, you discover betrayal, you discover that friends change. You begin to understand life is not fair, but it is real. Responsibility, bills arrive. Expectations increase. Family depends on you. You work tired. You smile stressed. You sacrifice silently. Sleep becomes luxury. Peace becomes rare. You realize success is not loud. It is built quietly. The hidden battles: depression visits quietly. Anxiety sits beside ambition. Comparison whispers lies. You ask God questions. You doubt yourself. You rebuild again. You learn. Discipline carries you when motivation dies. Faith carries you when strength fails. Middle years, you gain experience. You lose illusions. Some dreams happen. Some dreams die. You understand money doesn't guarantee peace. You understand respect is earned slowly. You understand health is wealth. Friends reduce. Circles shrink. Wisdom increases. This is life, unpredictable road. Heavy heart, invisible load. You fight, you pray, you stand, you sway, you survive another day. From dust you came, to dust you go. Everything else is borrowed show. The slow down energy lowers. Hair grays. Strength fades. You think about the past more. You value time more. You regret some things. You realize Time was the most expensive currency, and you spent it daily. Children grow. The world changes. Technology moves faster than you. You become a memory in progress. The final chapter, hospitals, silence, reflection. No one asks about your car. No one asks about your salary. No one asks about your followers. They asked, were they kind? Did they love? Did they serve God? Your titles stay behind. Your money stays behind. Your body returns to dust. Only your impact echoes. The ultimate truth. This is life, fragile flame, short journey, eternal aim. You breathe it today, tomorrow unknown. You never truly walk alone. From dust you came, to dust you go, but the soul only God will know. The real question so live with purpose. Love deeply, forgive quickly, work honestly, pray faithfully, because one day your name will be spoken softly, then slowly less, then rarely at all. Life is temporary, character is eternal. The journey begins at birth, but it ends in accountability. This is the world today, the screen age. We wake up scrolling, we sleep online, living through filters, chasing highlights, not real time. 8 hours watching other people live, too distracted to build what we could give. Dopamine hits replace real joy. Brown adults thinking like a restless boy. We call exposure freedom, we call addiction normal. We normalized sin and label truth as judgmental. Reality, this is the world today, fast but empty, loud but lonely, crowded yet empty. Money is king, fame is a throne, but peace, hardly known. We came with nothing, we leave the same way, everything else is temporary display. The hidden crisis, depression smiles in public, anxiety shakes at night. Everyone says I'm fine, while losing silent fights. Families breaking quietly, children raised by screens. Respect is old-fashioned, discipline rarely seen. Education full of theory, but competence is rare. Degrees in hand, yet unprepared. The chase we chase, cars we can't afford, impress people we don't even like. Competing over lifestyles built on debt and hype. Sex is casual, commitment is rare. Love is transactional, loyalty scarce. Truth is optional, opinions rule. Correction feels like hate, so wisdom looks like a fool. The forgotten truth, health is declining, time is wasted. Comfort is worshipped, character is replaced. We blame systems, governments, fate, but growth begins when excuses end. Finally, this is the world today, distracted and divided, overstimulated, spiritually misguided. Technology rising, morality fading, progress advancing, conscience degrading, yet hope still whispers through the noise. Choose depth over distraction. Choose discipline over comfort. Choose faith over fear, because the real truth's nothing here lasts. Not trends, not wealth, not applause. Only the life you lived, the God you served, and the character you built. Talent Royce, the extraordinary untold, born from the hills of Cato, raised where thunder teaches endurance, where elders speak and boys listen, where truth is heavier than pride. You are Talent Royce, mystery and poor, not loud, not careless, but deep. A son of the Bakiga backbone, rooted in culture, respecting the past, yet unafraid of the future. You walk the white coat road, medicine and surgery, not for fame, not for applause, but to stand between life and decay. You have failed, you have questioned, you have doubted, you have watched others move ahead, but you did not quit. You understand that intelligence is nothing without discipline. Faith must walk beside science. Comfort weakens character. Pain builds endurance. Purpose matters more than popularity. You see the world clearly. Social media addiction, moral decay, mental health crisis, sedentary living, distraction everywhere. And instead of blending in, you choose depth, you choose growth, you choose God. You believe. We came with nothing. We leave with nothing. Time is sacred. Discipline sustains. Faith over fear, purpose over fame. They call you the extraordinary untold because your story is not noise, it is endurance. You love knowledge, You value AI and technology, but you never betray your roots. You are still walking, still fighting, still praying, still becoming. Hallelujah to continue, not as a slogan, but as a lifestyle.